Good evening and welcome to another night of White Plains Wildcats basketball tonight. The Wildcats take on the Cleburne County Tigers in a big area matchup tonight. The Wildcats got the better of the Tigers a couple of weeks ago, back just before Christmas. They'll be looking to complete the season sweep tonight here at home in a very important game for both of these teams once again. And again, the thing you're trying to avoid doing is having to face the #1 seed in the area.
That's most certainly right, Grady. 1-1 in the area. Both these teams, I believe, Cleburne County, and now we got, I believe we got Coach Watts down there.
We do. Let's swing it. Yeah, let's swing it down to Colton Howard with head coach Joy Watts.
Coach, you guys are coming off a really good performance last night. What's some things you want to roll over tonight?
Definitely our offensive rebounding was huge. I think we just executed our game plan pretty good.
What do y'all want to get better on?
Obviously scoring. Our offense was a little shaky before the Christmas break, but I feel like we've gotten a little bit more confident.
Appreciate it. Good luck.
All right, thanks very much, Colton. And, of course, referencing back to last night's game, Jason, it was probably the most complete game that we've seen this Wildcats team play. The girls played really well from the outset, and they led throughout the night and really had no problem with Piedmont. Dominated that game, in fact. And, you know, we saw them do it for 4 quarters, and I think that's the first four-quarter game we've seen this season.
Now, I'm telling you what, very impressed with the game last night, especially that first half. The way they come out and played, shot the ball extremely well in the first half, worked the ball inside, and we commented several times about the post play, how many points were coming from the post play and the guard play. I think, let's see, Shelby, she had 8 points, but 6 of those were off of free throws, only 1 field goal. And so majority of the points came from the post, and that's what you want to do, is really work it in the post, and got Piedmont in some foul trouble. They, of course, Piedmont Young didn't have their leading scorer, but we took advantage of it and played consistent for 4 quarters, like you mentioned. And they're going to have to do that again tonight. Back-to-back nights, we talked about as broadcasters how it is kind of tough on us back-to-back, but these girls hitting hardwood back-to-back nights. A very intense game last night with Piedmont. Then you got a big area matchup with Cleburne County, who you beat on their home floor, and now they're going to want some kind of revenge coming here to White Plains Richard Madden Gymnasium and taking the win away from the Lady Wildcats here tonight.
Let's talk about that last game with Cleburne County. It was a game that White Plains got off to a terrible start in that ball game, and Cleburne County really the first quarter absolutely dominated it, and we were kind of sitting talking amongst ourselves that, you know, this didn't look like it was going to be pretty, but the girls settled down and they started chipping away and working their way back into it, and then got back into the game and actually ended up finding a way to win it at the end up on the road at Cleburne County. So it was a big win for this program, and one that came out of a start that didn't look like it was going to produce a win.
Yeah, that was the win, the only win out of 7 games that we had there, and it was a big win. Right before the Christmas holidays, they did go to Glencoe. They dropped 3 over there, but played a lot bigger and tougher competition. But that win, I think, propelled them to what we saw last night. Gave them some confidence that, hey, we can win and we can do some things right. Like you said, Cleburne County couldn't miss anything in that first quarter. They jumped out 18-7. We closed the gap and cut it to a 2-point lead there at halftime. It's 24-22. And just looking at the paper, that my stat sheet from that game, we did not hit a field goal in that 4th quarter. Everything we made was off the free throw line. And we could have hit more than we did, but we hit enough to keep the lead and played pretty good defense there at the end. They had a couple of possessions there where they could have scored, and we played pretty good defense and pulled off the victory.
Wildcats will be looking for more of the same tonight as they take on the Cleburne County Tigers in the rematch here in area play at Coach Richard Madden Basketball Court. We'll grab a timeout. We're back with more of the pregame report coming up on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
J.F. Morgan General Contractor in Anniston is one of the area's leading commercial builders. Whether it's a landmark restaurant, sports stadium and facilities, school or church project, large industrial sites, or community-oriented service facilities, look around and you'll see our work everywhere. From start to finish at J.F. Morgan General Contractor, trust is just one of the things we build well. Located at 1110 Jones Road in Anniston, J.F. Morgan General Contractor.
Anniston Storage is one of the area's finest household and commercial storage facilities. Fenced, well-lit with security cameras, this multi-unit facility can meet all of your short or long-term storage needs. Anniston Storage is safely accessible 24 hours with an electric gate and keypad entry, each unit securely locked to protect your valuables. Sizes available are 10 by 10 up to 10 by 40 feet. We also offer outside storage for boats, campers, trailers, or motorhomes. Find everything you need at our website, AnnistonStorage.com. You can even reserve your unit and pay your bill. Anniston Storage, 3100 Red Morris Parkway in Anniston.
Professional Apothecary has been the Talladega area's trusted hometown pharmacy for generations. We can meet all your prescription and insurance needs. Plus, you'll find all the basic over-the-counter medications. There's a full line of support hose, and don't forget to check out our Dollar Saver shelf. When it comes to medical supplies, Professional Apothecary has you covered. You'll find everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and a full line of Dr. Comfort shoes.
Thank you for shopping at Professional Apothecary.
Just off the square in Talladega.
Is your business growing and now you need a new and bigger building? Has your organization outgrown their facility and now it's time to expand? Do your hobbies require the need for more space? If you're paying rent, but now you want the advantages of owning, the prospect of financing, construction, and on-time completion may seem out of your reach. General Steel Corporation has the answer. A pre-engineered steel building from the General will not only look great and satisfy almost any need, but you'll save time and money. Our team will help you create your building and deliver it to your location. We offer design services to help you present your concept to board members, bankers, or for fundraising. And the General can even help with financing. General Steel is a name you know, with quality backed by a 50-year structural warranty. Call today and find out how easy it is to have the building you want. You may even save up to $20,000 with rebates. If you need space, you need the General.
When you wait forever for the cable guy, you get bored. When you get bored, you start staring out windows. When you start staring out windows, you see things you shouldn't see. When you see things you shouldn't see, you need to vanish. When you need to vanish, you fake your own death. When you fake your own death, you dye your eyebrows. And when you dye your eyebrows, you attend your own funeral as a guy named Phil Shifley. Don't attend your own funeral as a guy named Phil Shifley. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV.
Call Customer First Satellite in Oxford.
We welcome you back here to White Plains High School. It's Coach Richard Madden Basketball Court. Grady Sapp alongside Jason Popman bringing you all the action as the Wildcats play host to the Cleburne County Tigers in a big area matchup tonight. And it's important for both of these teams. Again, you're really trying to avoid having to catch the number one. What figures to be the number one seed in the area once again? Jacksonville, probably.
Yep.
And you don't want to have to play them in the first round of the area tournament. So you'd like to try to avoid being fourth and give yourself a little better chance.
I think so. I mean, Cleburne County back healthy for the first time since the beginning of the season. He's got all of his players back. Alex Casey recovering from that thumb injury she had. And then their big post player, Madison Jones. You know, she played sparingly against White Plains. When we were over there, we saw her, you know, come in for a few plays and he'd take her out. She had that ankle sprain, so he's back at full strength tonight. White Plains riding high off the big emotional victory last night. Everything going their way. See if they can't carry over to tonight.
Should definitely have some momentum, and they really weren't stressed mentally or physically in that ball game. They were able to rotate a lot of people in and out. And they were able to really have a pretty comfortable game last night, Jason. They were never really threatened in it. So hopefully the mental sharpness is good tonight, and the legs are still fresh as well.
Shelby Wood, a few points away from a triple-double last night. It had a tremendous game. Even though she wasn't high in the scoring column, she did a lot of other things. I think had 11 assists and steals, even a block shot we saw. But the insertion of Carly Wood into the lineup, you know, a starter last year and getting her first start of the season last night, that really juiced up this team. And, you know, MC Young had been the normal starter. She come in off of the bench and had some good minutes, too, to contribute. So the bench play was good, and then the insertion of Carly Wood was key last night.
So good night for the Wildcats. They'll look to continue that trend tonight playing host to this Cleburne County Tigers team, a team that they struggled early with on the road, but then found a way to come back and win a very important ball game up in Heflin just a couple of weeks ago. Shantavia Boyd, number 3, will get the start tonight. Number 14 is Erica Ware. Chelsea Parker, she'll be number 20 tonight, will have the start. 22 is Lauren Brown. And 34, that'll be Tatiana Irvin. That'll be your starting 5 on the floor tonight for the Cleburne County Tigers. In this one for the White Plains Wildcats. Number 5, Carly Wood, making her second consecutive start tonight for the Wildcats. Number 10 is Hannah Barno. Number 11 will be Corey Burgess. Number 12 is going to be A.K. Dothard. And number 22, Shelby Wood. And starting to kind of fall into a standard lineup right now for this Wildcats team.
Yeah, other than Carly being inserted in the lineup, it's pretty much been the same group out there every night.
Well, Carly, they had to bring along slowly off of an injury earlier in the year, and they kind of just gradually ramped up her minutes. But boy, she looked last night like she's at full strength and ready to roll.
Yeah, she started out giving the offense some point production. Had 6 points in that first quarter to lead the way, and also Ann Catherine Dothard, she had 6 points in that first quarter as well. So 2 post players having good nights in the first quarter.
A.K. Dothard will jump at center along with Lauren Brown. And that first tip is controlled by the Wildcats. White Plains will go to work offensively. Try to get off to a little quicker start in this one than they did in the first meeting between these two. See if they can get the offense going early. Shelby Wood finds Carly down low. She's going to draw the foul and will go to the line and shoot a couple. So a good start for the Ladycats.
Immediately working it in the post there. And I don't know if Carly, she just turned around and shot. And that's what you want to do, is get it in there and shoot. Didn't really know if she was even close to hitting the shot, but drew the foul. Shantavia Boyd will pick up to her first.
Of course, obviously the first team foul just underway here. Misses the first free throw. Got one more coming up. Does Carly Wood. Makes that one, so White Plains leads it 1-0. It'll be Boyd who will inbound. Full court pressure from the Wildcats here. Going to force the Tigers to work a little bit. Brown gets it and will fire it ahead now. And here go the Tigers. The shot off the baseline, no good from Erica Ware, but she will draw the foul, and she will get to the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers.
Defense rotated over a little bit late there off of that press, and we saw White Plains when they ran that press last night, Grady, struggle a little bit. Piedmont was able to push the ball up the floor and get it into the post quick, and we're going to have to do a better job of getting down the floor and getting a defense down there, because these are some quick guards for Cleburne County.
Carly Wood picks up the foul, her first personal, and the team's first as well. 1 for 2 is Ware on the free throw, so we're tied at 1 here, just underway in White Plains, early first quarter action. And now the Tigers will provide a little bit of a press. Shelby Wood will get it across midcourt, gets it back over to Corey Burgess. She'll move with the ball, bounce it down low for Carly Wood. Baseline shot up, too strong with that one, rebounded underneath by Chelsea Parker. And the Tigers have it, looking for their first lead of the night.
Chelsea Parker, just a sophomore, gives Coach Gable some inside presence there, and a little zig and zag there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a little zig and zag movement, a turnover as trying to hit number 22, Lauren Brown, and she cut inside, not looking for the outside pass. And there's the pass in from White Plains, almost stolen by Cleburne County. Shelby Wood rescues it, now loses it, and a tackle here at midcourt, and a travel call against Shantavia Boyd.
Cleburne County putting their own version of the 2-2-1 press on. Caused the turnover, but then traveled with the ball.
Corey Burgess looks over the defense now over on the right side. Now lobs it across to Shelby Wood on the far left wing. She will fire it back across for Barno, drops it down inside for A.K. Dothard, goes baseline, up and down. That's going to be a travel on the Wildcats. Says good defense in there by the Tigers. That was Chelsea Parker who altered that shot attempt by A.K. Dothard.
Cleburne County fronting Dothard there as she come across the lane.
Now quickly, Ware gets loose, puts up the little short-range jumper, misses it. Put back is no good on the backside. Loose ball, and still fighting for it. And now it'll be Cleburne County with Ware getting it back after a mad scramble in the lane. Kick it back outside to Brown. Now Boyd will handle it, get it back up top side for Ware. The Tigers will reset. Lauren Brown with it. Ball knocked away by Hannah Barno. Chased down by Corey Burgess and Brown. Brown will get the ball again, throw it inside. Boyd drop it down for Parker. Turnaround off the glass is no good. Rebound underneath by A.K. Dothard, and now we get the quick foul. Now we get somebody takes a blow. I think that's Carly Wood who took an elbow. Well, actually, yeah, that was, I think they kind of whistled it for a moment. Carly looks like she took a blow to the head. A.K. Dothard will check out. And we did get a foul on Chelsea Parker under there.
Yeah, Chelsea's stuck that chicken leg out there.
Yep.
Kind of frustrated after missing a point-blank range shot.
Carly Wood puts up the shot, and it's going to be no good, but it's out of bounds off of Cleburne County. Saw Carly coming and kind of holding her face. That she called up an elbow inside.
Yeah.
I thought it might have stopped it for a moment for that, but it was indeed the foul on Parker. So we're tied at 1, almost 2 minutes into this one. White Plains will try to reclaim the lead. Here is Hannah Barno inside to MC Young, back out to Shelby Wood. Back over to Barno as Cleburne County playing some tight defense right now. White Plains having a hard time getting a clean look, Jason.
Well, they scouted White Plains awful good. You can tell that they're all over Barno, not going to let her get open.
On the other end, Brown put the short-range jumper in. Tigers lead for the first time tonight, and here comes the pressure once again from Cleburne County. Shelby Wood needs to have some help from some of her teammates. Long pass, that's not going to work. Luckily for White Plains, it's going to be off the hands of the Tigers, but we've seen this before where Shelby's in the backcourt and nobody's back there to help out.
Yeah, and sometimes she panics and throws some wild passes, as you saw there, over the heads of everybody there. Barno was open there off the inbounds pass. She's got to look to score.
And she will pull it back out now, hand it to Corey Burgess, swinging around the horn to Shelby Wood. And the ball tipped, but to Carly Wood. Now bounce pass over to Shelby, almost stolen by the Tigers. That's a high pass for Barno, goes up and rescues it nicely. And White Plains right now certainly not the smooth moving offense that we saw early on last night, facing a lot more pressure right now from this Tiger team.
Yeah, they are all over the ball right now, not giving White Plains any breathing room at all. Closing the inside up, too. Trying to force everything outside and still not letting them get the outside shot even.
Carly Wood on the baseline cut off, and the ball is out of bounds off of Carly, so another turnover by White Plains as the Tiger defense continues to pay dividends.
Arthur will check in for Young. Here's the 2-2-1 press again, White Plains.
Which Cleburne County's had a lot less trouble with than have the Wildcats. Tigers again beat that press. Brown has it, fired back across court for Ware, who had a little trouble catching it, but nevertheless, Cleburne County in business now, half court set. Back over to Brown. She will pick up the dribble, finds Ware back outside again now. Kick it back outside to Brown and move it around over to the left side, and Boyd off the baseline. That jumper is good.
That's a pretty shot right there from Boyd. Baseline jumpers are always hard, and she hit that with confidence. Didn't play any against us. We were over there at Cleburne County.
Here's Shelby Wood still trying to beat that trap in the back, throws it to nobody. It's off the hands of Cleburne County, and again, fortunate for White Plains that it worked out that way, and now it'll be the under 4 media timeout, I believe. We'll have that with 3:58 remaining here in the opening quarter. Cleburne County on top. It's on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutosales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales. We welcome you back. Action continuing here from White Plains High School. The Ladycats off to a slow start again against this Cleburne County Tiger team. Ryan Chandler's checked into the ball game for White Plains. Here's Carly Wood handling the ball, picks up the dribble. Send it back outside to Chandler. Now Barno will swing it around to Corey Burgess. Shelby Wood getting a little bit of a breather right now. Barno again passes on the shot, now moves the feet, commits the travel, and it's another turnover for the Wildcats.
That pressure defense, I tell you, it seems like there's 7 or 8 red jerseys out there on the floor. They're fronting our post players. They're putting pressure on the ball handlers, playing tremendous defense right now. White Plains has got to come out with an answer, somebody that can score.
Fired over for Boyd. Right wing now comes back to Ware. She's going to drive, kicks it out to Boyd. Wide open look for a three. That's too strong. Carly Wood with a good rebound underneath for the Wildcats.
With Shelby on the bench, Corey will take over the point guard duties.
Bounce it over for Boyd. Now to Carly Wood going inside. A.K. Dothert kick it back outside. And now to Barno on the wing, and the ball tipped, but Ryan Chandler manages to make the catch. Lob it in too tall for A.K. Dothert, and it'll be Chelsea Parker coming out of there with it.
Not too many shot attempts here in this first quarter.
Has there been more than one? I don't think so.
I remember the one Carly made shot where she got fouled, and that may be about it.
I think that's it. I think that's the only shot attempt that White Plains has taken in this opening quarter, and we are approaching 2.5 to go. Outside shot will not fall for Boyd. The putback by Brown, not there. Rebound again by Carly Wood, chins the ball. Good job, and White Plains will have it.
Yeah, that's one thing. I rewatched the game against Cleburne County earlier. They missed a whole lot of point-blank range shots, and they've missed several here tonight. White Plains has got to capitalize on this possession here and try to get some points.
Right now, they're not even getting shots, let alone points. And they've got to get some and put some up, trying to go inside consistently. Dothert tries the shot off the baseline over Parker, and that's just a difficult shot to make right now.
And, you know, Parker's not even the main post player. The main post player is Madison Jones. She's on the bench, a senior, still trying to get back 100% with that ankle.
Completes a steal. Dothert this time with an open look. And finally a shot falls for White Plains. They're back within 2.
Good aggressive move. You know, Dothert runs the floor so well for a post player, and she gets down the floor and uses her size.
Inside look. And we're going to have the foul committed against Tatiana Urban. And that's Carly Wood, her second personal. And seen this out of Carly over the years, sometimes has a tendency to get in foul trouble early on in games, and that's going to be the case tonight. So she'll be out and on the bench now for probably the rest of the first half. Shelby Wood checks back in. Jocelyn Harris in as well. Outside look for the Tigers. That one will not fall. The rebound pulled down by Harris. Makes her presence felt immediately. Shot missed by Casey. Shelby Wood running wide open to Harris. Didn't catch it cleanly. Fights her way in. Misses a shot. And the rebound pulled down by the Tigers as A.K. Dothert gets in a little bit of a headlock and hits the deck there.
Harris made a good move to the basket. Just couldn't get it to fall down.
Casey trying to go inside for Parker. It's out of bounds off of the Wildcats. It'll stay Tiger basketball.
This type of game, we're going to have Harris play some big minutes. We're going to need her in the post.
Yeah, need her physical presence in there. 57.2 seconds to go. Little one-hander by Casey in the lane is good for the Tigers. Extend the lead now to 4. The Wildcats haven't looked sharp in this first quarter, however. It's still a much closer game than it was on the road up at Cleburne County.
It was 18-7 after the first quarter.
Here's Jocelyn Harris, loses the ball. There's a turnover by the Wildcats as Parker had good defensive position there, and it causes the turnover. And it'll be Cleburne County who can perhaps hold for the final shot of the quarter should they choose to.
I like Jocelyn's aggressiveness there, looking to score, but just a little bit out of control.
Here come the Tigers. Parker's got an open look down the baseline. Harris closes, alters the shot, and that was a good hustle play by Harris. Saved in by Wood, tied up, and it'll belong to Cleburne County. It was saved into Parker.
Yeah, that's a no-no. And you never want to save the ball under your opponent's basket. And that time got it in, got the jump ball, and they're going to get another chance.
Madison Jones in for the first time. Lauren Brown's shot is going to miss. Dothert has it and has it stolen away, and now the foul committed.
It's
Good
not
job
being
by
strong.
Casey, actually, who stole the ball.
Not being strong with the ball right there. Casey just took it right from him.
And AK will pick up her first personal. It's the second, or make it the third team foul now on White Plains. Outside shot for Boyd, an air ball off the arm of Dothert. It'll stay Cleburne County basketball, and the Tigers will have their third opportunity this trip down the floor.
Got to get a rebound here and get it stopped.
Here's Casey, lob it in. Boyd's got it, top of the key. She'll move with it with 6 seconds, kick it off left wing, and the jumper off the baseline for Casey won't go. Tipped around, and Chandler has it. And that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Tigers lead it by 4 on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Welcome to Calhoun County, Alabama, your natural attraction. We have invigorating outdoor activities, amazing cultural sites, mouth-watering food, and southern hospitality, all wrapped into one amazing vacation destination. Whether you're looking for a relaxing overnight getaway or for a one-of-a-kind escapade, Calhoun County boasts an incredible selection of outdoor recreational opportunities. Calhoun County is the natural attraction, centrally located between Atlanta and Birmingham, with plenty of fun and memories waiting to be made. Come to Calhoun County, Alabama, a natural attraction.
Hey guys, welcome to Top of the River. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We're where families come for fresh seafood, delicious steaks, and farm-raised catfish. There's great appetizers, our famous greens, cornbread, slaw, onions, and everybody loves our fried dill pickles. We also have private rooms, reservation seating, and handle large parties. And we now offer on-site catering.
Thank you for coming to Top of the River.
Open 7 days a week. Best catfish in the world.
First quarter in the books, just about ready to start quarter number 2 here from White Plains High School. Grady Sapp, Jason Palmer. The Tigers, for all their dominance in that first quarter, only a 4-point lead, so certainly White Plains still within shouting distance despite only getting a couple of shot looks throughout that entire quarter.
Yeah, Barno without a shot attempt, Shelby without a shot attempt, Burgess. Got to get some of these players some shot attempts that can put some points up for the Wildcats to keep it within range.
Yeah, you're going to have to make some of those, and you're not going to make them if you don't put them up. Dothert goes along the baseline, cut off, picks up the dribble, double team there, needs some help. Shelby Wood will come around to get the ball. Spin move, a little shot for Shelby, and she'll draw the foul, and that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. You know, if a defender is guarding you close, especially if you're a good ball handler, take it to him. Draw that charge, and that time Shelby done a good job of drawing the foul and also got it while in the act of shooting. So good. Our best free throw shooters at the line hits the first one.
And she'll have a chance to bring the Wildcats back within 2. In this one, Hannah Barno will check back in. Ryan Chandler will have a seat. And Shelby sets herself, puts up the second. Good rotation, drops it in there. 2-point game early here in the second quarter. There's the pressure from White Plains. Cleburne County has been very effective at handling that tonight. They do so again. Erica Ware with it. Trying to get around Dothert, cut off. Monroe comes back to help now. Swinging around to Casey on the right wing. Boyd will touch it again, finds Ware. Open look. Jumper is too strong. And the rebound handled by A.K. Dothert, and the Wildcats have it. Coming quickly the other way. Hits Barno. She will tie the game at 7.
Hey, that's one way to get a shot off. Beat them down the floor. Barno running the floor well, wide open for the layup.
Ware drops it back for Boyd. Fired ahead for Casey. Lob it down to Parker over Shelby Wood. Parker's going to go over Harris. Picks up the foul. Goes to the line to shoot 2.
Parker had Jones wide open there on the edge, but been taught once you get close there, you take it up. Draw the foul if you have to, and doing a nice job there. They've got 2 big post players out there with Parker and now Jones into the game here in this second quarter as she hits the first one.
So the Tigers go back on top. They've led throughout this one other than an early 1-0 lead by the Wildcats. It's been Cleburne County on top throughout. It's the first personal on Harris. It's the fourth team foul on the Wildcats. 1 for 2. Boyd gets free for a rebound, misses the putback, and Harris will clear the rebound for White Plains. Shelby Wood over the head of A.K. Dothert, still trying to make the running game work, and pass a little too tall, but it was the right idea.
Yeah, it was. The pass was there. The player was there, just a little bit too strong on the pass.
So the Tigers will have it again, leading by 1. Boyd ahead to Ware. And Ware who gets a travel call, and it'll be White Plains basketball after the Cleburne County turnover.
Easy E tried to make it a little bit too smooth there. Didn't think nobody would see it, but the trail official coming from behind saw that.
So the Wildcats will go back to work. Burgess back to Wood, over to Barno, who has the layup, hasn't really attempted a three tonight so far. Bounce pass back over to her. Now Shelby Wood will get it. She's going to go baseline, and a blocking foul called inside. So a good job again by Shelby Wood, forcing the action and drawing the foul.
Yeah, Barno drew one of the post players out towards her. That allowed Shelby to drive the baseline.
That's the first personal on Madison Jones, and she will immediately check out for the Tigers. It is the fourth team foul. Team fouls all even now. Inside look for A.K. Dothard, drops it in off the baseline, and for the first time tonight, or actually the second time, White Plains with a 1-point lead.
She has really amped up her scoring production here in these last 5-6 games. Dothard.
Ball knocked away inside, saved though by the Tigers and taken away by Dothard. Ties it up. It'll belong to Cleburne County on alternate possession.
It's took her a few games, but once we're in the mid of the season now, she's not playing timid. It seemed like she played timid at the beginning of the year, and she's being more aggressive.
Yeah, she has really stepped it up in the last few years, and she's certainly very needed by this Wildcats team. As Cleburne County now showing a little patience, trying to find an open look. White Plains kind of settling in. Brown, though, with a look off the back of the iron, won't go. Parker is in read position and will be fouled from behind by Hannah Barno.
Be Barno's first.
Non-shooting foul, so Tigers will inbound the ball along underneath the offensive glass. Fired back out, find Boyd to Brown, and Cleburne County will go to work. Here's Ware, cross courts it over to Boyd, outside jumper, not there. Harris tips it out, comes right back to Boyd. The putback is good.
Second chance opportunities. Got to limit those as much as we can.
Shelby Wood will pull it back out, picks up the dribble, bounce it back outside to Boyd, over to Barno. Still not looking for that shot yet. There she goes. There's a three from Hannah Barno. That's too flat, won't go. And Shelby Wood will commit the foul. The rebound underneath by Tatiana Urban.
They're getting good position on the rebounds. We're trying to play defense from behind, not boxing out. We've got to do a better job at that.
First personal on Shelby Wood. It'll be the team's sixth foul. So it'll be the 1-and-1 bonus for the rest of the quarter for the Tigers as they beat the press again. Brown will pick it up, hand it back to Ware, and the Tigers go back to work. Boyd crosses it over to Brown. Open look, two-pointer on the way, off the back of the iron, no good. And the rebound, good job boxing out that time by A.K. Dothard. Barno, quick three, short. And the rebound quickly cleared by Urban, and here come the Tigers.
Defense was coming out quick. She had to rush it just a little bit faster than she normally shoots. It caused it to be off a little bit.
Parker gets it over Harris, off the glass, good.
Parker, just a sophomore. Strong move in the post there.
Now Barno and company will go back to work. Dothard will catch that tipped ball. AK looking for the point guard. Shelby finds her. Now Wood will move with it, bounce it across to Burgess. Corey will bounce it down low for AK Dothard. Goes baseline. Shot is off. No good. Little contact there with Boyd. Here's Ware, and the Tigers quickly back the other way over Shelby Wood, and that'll be a personal foul, the second on Shelby Wood here with 4:19 remaining in the second quarter.
So quick with the ball. Erica Ware flying down the floor, and Shelby really about no choice other than just either get out of the way or foul her.
Ware puts up the shot, no good. It was a two-shot foul. Got her on the drive to the basket, so she has another one coming. And Shelby will have to play carefully for the rest of the second quarter.
Two players with two fouls, Carly and Shelby.
So the Tigers now have opened the lead back up to 4 after White Plains had taken a 1-point lead. Corey Burgess will beat the press to Barno. Wide open look this time for three. That one's too strong. And the ball comes back to Hannah, and she travels with it.
Good job following her shot there. Thought the ball was knocked out of her hands there. But
So White Plains back on the defense. Parker will rescue the tip ball for the Tigers. Knocked away from her again. But again, the quicker hands of the Tigers prevail, and they'll have another set offensively here. Get it back out for Ware. She's going to penetrate. Cut off inside. Kick it back over to Brown. Moves with the ball. Bounce it down low to Parker. Shot blocked in there by Jocelyn Harris, and she'll come out of there with the ball.
Good defense by Harris. Quick pass down the floor.
Back inside to Barno. Pump fake. Misses the shot. Gets it back. Tied up. And that's going to belong to White Plains on the alternate possession.
You got to have those chippies is what I call them. Point blank shots. Not getting too many shot attempts, and you've got to make those when you're right there underneath the basket.
And the Coach Watts is telling Corey she wanted her to shoot that ball as we reach the under 4 timeout. Wildcats trail by 4 on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Well, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
no, I'm fine, thanks.
It's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great. Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Calhoun Insurance in Oxford is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Serving Calhoun County for over 30 years, Crawford Office Supply offers selection, convenience, and low prices. Choose from a wide variety of office furnishings featured in their huge showroom. With savings of 50 to 70% off scratch and dent items. You'll find it all from pens and paper to janitorial supplies at Crawford Office Supply, including on-site printing, all backed up by unmatched personal service and free delivery to local business. Crawford Office Supply, 301 South Layton Avenue in Anniston. Remember, buy local, it matters.
Back here at White Plains High School, Wildcats will have the basketball on the tie-up, and they'll go back to work, trailing by 4. Get it into MC Young, and she'll fire it back up topside Shelby Wood. Back over to Young, and now Shelby will get it another time for White Plains. Here's Corey Burgess with the basketball. Looking inside and just not finding a lot there. Barno's tried a couple of threes, hasn't been able to knock any down yet. Get it down to Jocelyn Harris, had to chase that ball back out a little bit. Now to Shelby. Over to Barno, back to Burgess, and White Plains showing patience but not getting a lot of looks so far.
Now they're fronting our post players, not allowing us to get it inside.
Gonna have to hit some perhaps outside shots or get some open looks from inside. Maybe Shelby off the drive. Finds Young, nothing there. Get it back to Barno. Shelby thought about the 3 to Burgess. Corey tries to penetrate, and it's going to be knocked back outside and saved back out to MC Young, so White Plains will have another opportunity.
Fortunate to get that bounce pass back. Anytime you bounce in the middle lane, it's tough to complete.
Well, there's a pass entry into Harris. Rushed the shot, missed it, knocked away, and saved. Nope, steps on the baseline. Does Ware. It'll belong to White Plains. And Johnson's got the look. Harris does. She's just rushing the shot a little bit.
A little short. You know, that defense is intimidating. It's causing some rush shots.
Yeah. Feel like you don't have long to get the ball up. Get it back out to Shelby Wood. Now she'll move with the ball. Gets free off the glass. Good. That's the move we're looking for.
Good penetration there. High off the glass. Trying to draw the contact as well. And I think that's the first turnover, Grady, we've saw in 2 nights off of that press. Doing a good job there of creating that turnover.
So White Plains will have it, a chance to tie or take the lead if they could knock down a 3 here after the turnover by the Tigers. Here's Burgess. Back over to Barno. And we'll hand it off outside to Shelby Wood. Now Corey Burgess will move with it, give it back to Barno, swing it around to Wood. Now here's an open look for Hannah Barno. Nope. Pass was a little tipped. So she didn't have the time and the travel now by Shelby Wood.
Low scoring game compared to last game. It was a 24-22 affair last time we played. And this turnovers, that's 3 turnovers in a row. 2 against Cleburne County, 1 against White Plains. Hasn't been the crispest of game. Not like we saw last night with a Lady Wildcat offense. Struggled here tonight.
Yeah, it is. Points are at a premium so far in this one. Jocelyn Harris will touch it again, hand it off to MC Young. A little short-range jumper is too strong, and White Plains just missing the open looks down close so far.
Well, we looked like we couldn't miss last night on those short-range jumpers. We seem to not be able to find a stroke tonight.
Tigers miss a short-range one on the other end, and White Plains will have it to Burgess, to Barno, and back to Burgess.
Contact going down the floor, wasn't it?
And there you might have liked to have seen Corey force the issue and try to split that defense and get in. Now Barno from top of the key, that's too strong. And Jocelyn Harris has it, and she is going to be fouled, and a good job by Harris.
I love her aggressiveness going after the rebound. Does a good job.
Madison Jones going to check back in. Gray Young is in to replace her sister, MC. And it'll be White Plains basketball under the offensive end. Still a chance to tie or reclaim the lead here. Long end round pass to Barno. Barno will move with the ball. Pass it out to Shelby Wood. She'll take the three and drain it.
Nothing but net. Shelby from the right wing.
Now the Tigers with the basketball. Boyd gets it across. Tipped away on the pass by Harris. And again, she's just made her presence known since entering the game earlier on.
She has deserved every minute of playing time. And it's probably going to be a big factor for the Wildcats the rest of the season.
Oh, there's Shelby with the steal. Shelby Wood comes out of there with it, 2-on-2. Give it over to Burgess, puts up the shot. Doesn't get it. Shelby Wood gets a rebound, and she'll draw the foul. How about Shelby Wood?
Amongst the trees and coming out there with the rebound.
Has a knack for the basketball.
Yeah.
And
I was just going to say Nat.
I've already been warned on that. She doesn't like being called the Nat, so I'm steering clear of that. Shelby hits the first free throw, and that is the largest lead of the night for the Wildcats. They're up by 2.
She's having a good quarter. 8 points in this quarter. Almost single-handedly willing the Wildcats with the lead.
And misses the second, so it'll be a 2-point game. Boyd with the rebound. She'll bring it back up the floor now for the Tigers. Hands it off to Ware. Penetrates over Harris. Misses the shot. And the foul will be whistled, so that will get Shantavia Boyd to the line to shoot a couple. And that will be, I believe, the second on Jocelyn Harris.
You saw there, Grady, was trying to explain to you last night about all three officials helping each other out.
Right.
The center official, it was on his side of the court. The trail official here saw the foul the whole way, had the delayed whistle. Sometimes it's okay to have a delayed whistle. He had the delayed whistle, see if he saw the foul. He didn't, so he went ahead and got it.
Both free throws missed, though, by Ware. So White Plains with it now with 20 seconds remaining. Cats need to be aware of the time. Try to hold for this final shot of the quarter. Saw Shelby glance up at the clock. So
big possession here, Grady.
Yeah, could really be a big point here if you could get a basket. Barno, your three-point shooter, off the iron, no good. And at the buzzer, shot real short. So the Wildcats lead it after 1/2 by 2 here at home over area foe Cleburne County on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Every day is a great day to stop in a Samco Express Mart. You'll find plenty of snacks to choose from, and Samco has all your favorite drink brands, all nice and cold. You'll find those last-minute light grocery items you need, and a great variety of grab-and-go brands that's sure to cure any case of the munchies. There's lots of candy, mints, and gum, too. Make sure you fuel up before or after the game. With over 30 locations in the area, there's always one close by. Samco Express Mart. Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
Anniston Storage is one of the area's finest household and commercial storage facilities. Fenced, well lit with security cameras, this multi-unit facility can meet all of your short or long-term storage needs. Anniston Storage is safely accessible 24 hours with an electric gate and keypad entry, each unit securely locked to protect your valuables. Sizes available are 10 by 10 up to 10 by 40 feet. We also offer outside storage for boats, campers, trailers, or motorhomes. Find everything you need at our website, AnistonStorage.com. You can even reserve your unit and pay your bill. Aniston Storage, 3100 Red Morris Parkway in Anniston.
Professional Apothecary has been the Talladega area's trusted hometown pharmacy for generations. We can meet all your prescription and insurance needs. Plus, you'll find all the basic over-the-counter medications. There's a full line of support hose, and don't forget to check out our Dollar Saver shelf. When it comes to medical supplies, Professional Apothecary has you covered. You'll find everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and a full line of Dr. Comfort shoes.
Thank you for shopping at Professional Apothecary.
Just off the square in Talladega.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales. The Wildcats fought and scrapped and managed to eke their way out to a 2-point lead here at the break after Cleburne County led most of the first half in a low-scoring, what would have to be termed an ugly ball game so far here on the Plains tonight. But the Wildcats once again on top of the Tigers. I'm Grady Sapp alongside Jason Palman here at the break. And Jason, again, as I've just said, no way to really describe this as pretty, but White Plains has found a way to get the 2-point lead.
Both teams missed a lot of shots from close range inside. And, either one of them could be up by at least 10 if they would hit some of those shots. Cleburne County cold. White Plains not shooting the ball as well as they did last night. But Shelby Wood, what a strong second quarter she had leading the White Plains Wildcats to the 2-point lead. It was a 24-22 game at the half at Cleburne County with Cleburne County on top. And a little bit different game here tonight with White Plains.
Yeah, no question about that. And I said earlier, both these teams are really trying to pick up the win. You want to avoid having to play the #1 seed. And, of course, right now, I misspoke and said Jacksonville, but actually that would be Sachs who defeated the Golden Eagles earlier this season.
And they're playing again tonight.
Yeah.
Right now, Sachs is leading Jacksonville 30-19 at the half. So Sachs going to come on strong, and we play them at the end of the week. Friday night will be a good one. Another score update, Grady. Pleasant Valley over Piedmont 22-18 at the half.
So there you go, up to speed on that. I know that was from our buddy Al Muskie over at EastAlabamaSportsToday.com. All right, we're at the half here. White Plains with the 2-point lead. We're back with more on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Hey guys, welcome to Top of the River. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We're where families come for fresh seafood, delicious steaks, and farm-raised catfish. There's great appetizers, our famous greens, cornbread, slaw, onions, and everybody loves our fried dill pickles. We also have private rooms, reservation seating, and handle large parties. And we now offer on-site catering.
Thank you for coming to Top of the River.
Open 7 days a week. Best catfish in the world.
When you wait forever for the cable guy, you get bored. When you get bored, you start staring out windows. When you start staring out windows, you see things you shouldn't see. When you see things you shouldn't see, you need to vanish. When you need to vanish, you fake your own death. When you fake your own death, you dye your eyebrows. And when you dye your eyebrows, you attend your own funeral as a guy named Phil Shifley. Don't attend your own funeral as a guy named Phil Shifley. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV.
Call Customer First Satellite in Oxford.
Since 1848, our bank has witnessed inventions that have changed the world. Conveniences such as the refrigerator, the light bulb, and the airplane were all created during the early days of our bank. VHS tapes, DVDs, smartphones, all invented while we were First National Bank of Talladega. Our name may have changed, but we have a rich history. First Bank of Alabama. We're still first, and so are you.
Professional Apothecary has been the Talladega area's trusted hometown pharmacy for generations. We can meet all your prescription and insurance needs. Plus, you'll find all the basic over-the-counter medications. There's a full line of support hose, and don't forget to check out our Dollar Saver shelf. When it comes to medical supplies, Professional Apothecary has you covered. You'll find everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and a full line of Dr. Comfort shoes.
Thank you for shopping at Professional Apothecary.
Just off the square in Talladega.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
J.F. Morgan General Contractor in Anniston is one of the area's leading commercial builders. Whether it's a landmark restaurant, sports stadium and facilities, school or church project, large industrial sites, or community-oriented service facilities, look around and you'll see our work everywhere. From start to finish at J.F. Morgan General Contractor, trust is just one of the things we build well. Located at 1110 Jones Road in Anniston, J.F. Morgan General Contractor.
Back here at White Plains High School, Coach Richard Madden Basketball Court. Halftime starting to wind down. The two teams have made their way back on the floor, and we're just a little over a minute away from going back to action here. Wildcats leading it by 2 after trailing for most of the first half. So we'll try to get maybe a quick word here with Coach Joy Watts if she's got a moment and talk to her about that first half of play. And Colton Howard, bow tie on and ready for action as he heads down to the other end of the floor. Let's swing it down, Colton, the best-dressed announcer in the building with Coach Joy Watts.
Coach, pretty good first half. What kind of adjustments y'all going to make in the second?
Just a little bit different setup on our press. We want to try to keep getting the ball inside on offense.
What do y'all feel like y'all did well?
I didn't hear you, sorry.
What do y'all feel like y'all did well?
We rebounded a little bit better than we did the last time we played them. We're moving the ball around on the outside a little bit better. I want us to get it inside a little bit more, though.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck.
Okay, Coach Joy Watts and her Wildcats a little better shape than they were on the road last time, Jason, as they actually have the lead at halftime. So they've certainly been in this game more so from the start than they were earlier, but it's still going to be a tough road to hoe coming down the stretch here in the second half.
Yeah, after the night they've had last night, and she expects them to play well and expects them to play better in the post. As you heard her say, we want to work the ball in the post more. So interesting note there coming up upstairs out on the floor, Carly Wood having an ice pack look like over her cheek.
Yeah, she's swollen. She's going to have a shiner there.
Yeah.
We'll remind you that our next action comes up tomorrow night, or not tomorrow, Thursday night at Pleasant Valley. Next 3 games, we are going to be home against Sachs on Friday. Now, that Anniston game has been moved from the coming Monday. It'll be moved to February the 4th. So we'll be in action again on Tuesday night of next week. So a lot of important games coming up. And, of course, we're only a little over a week away from the Calhoun County basketball tournament. Starts a week from Saturday.
And we will be busy, busy, busy.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, we will. Bringing you every game in audio here on FNNnetwork.com. Tigers with the basketball to start. Shot outside is good by Lauren Brown. We're tied at 15. Third quarter action presented by J.F. Morgan General Contractor, 1110 Jones Road in Anniston. Give them a call at 256-831-5284.
That Monday the 11th, Tigers will be playing that night, won't they?
Yes, Clemson.
Yes.
Yeah, Clemson will be playing. There's a layup on the other end by A.K. Dothard. And she will drop it in and give White Plains the lead back as they'll work back into that full court press another time.
Definitely a design play coming out of the half to get the ball inside of Dothard, and it worked.
And the throwaway by Cleburne County. So the turnover by the Tigers, and White Plains will have it another time. After the White Plains, you'd like time to get off to a little bit of a run here, Jason, to start this third quarter. And get a little breathing room if you could, because we saw this Tiger team as one that hangs in there close, and there's a throwaway by White Plains, so that's out the window at this moment.
Yeah, just don't need to be in a hurry. You know, you got the 2-point lead, just run your offense. Don't force passes.
Boyd short on the jumper, ball knocked out of bounds and into the face, I believe, of Parker. She took one straight into the nose, but she's going to continue.
Yeah. It's been a physical game.
It has been. Boyd gets it back outside. She will penetrate in the lane, one-handed runner, and that's going to drop in, plus she gets the foul.
That was a hard foul there, too. Carly is going to pick up her third. Doesn't last but a little over a minute. We really need her on the floor. And now she's going to probably have to sit the whole third quarter, Grady.
Yeah, and I made that statement earlier. We've kind of seen that with Carly over the years. If she picks up fouls early, it tends to snowball with her in certain circumstances, and that's been the case tonight. So 18-17, the Tigers go back on top now over White Plains. And the Wildcats will work against the press, and it's going to be tied up. It will belong to White Plains on the possession arrow. As Corey Burgess got trapped over here on the near sideline, and you know, we've talked about, you have a lot of times talked about that, Jason. You got to stay away from the sideline, bringing the ball up the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the other defender there, was distracted. Old Steve's having trouble with that, the arrow down there. And hit it a little bit harder, and I think it worked the second time.
Shelby Wood's going to be fouled. So does a good job of drawing the contact, and it'll be White Plains basketball underneath the offensive glass. Team fouls tied at 1 apiece. That'll be the first personal on Lauren Brown. Wildcats back to work, trailing by 1 now.
On that inbounds, they like to kick it to Shelby out top, flip it over to Barno, but obviously, you know, they scouted that out real well, had Barno covered up, and now a turnover.
Yeah. Corey Burgess got too close to the sideline, dribbles it on the sideline, and it's a turnover for the Wildcats. And here come the Tigers.
Welcome to Calhoun County, Alabama.
Pass over to Brown.
We do welcome you to Calhoun County.
We do.
Beautiful White Plains.
And there is the turnover. A.K. Dothard will come away with the steal, picks up the dribble, finds Corey Burgess, bounce it across to Barno, give it back to Burgess, and White Plains need a good offensive look this time.
Slow down, be patient. Work it in like they're doing.
To Harris. Over to Dothard. It's kicked, and now it's going to be tied up. It'll belong to Cleburne County, and for the third consecutive trip down, White Plains does not get a shot off, but a turnover.
Had a good look inside there to Harris, and tried that bounce pass across the lane. That was just it'd been tough to make it work. I'm not being a jump ball.
Get it ahead to Parker. Parker's going to move with the ball, backs it in, spins, shot off the glass, won't go, tipped out right to Ware, and now Harris will clear the miss, and White Plains will have it, still trailing by only 1. Shelby Wood.
More shots missed.
Ball on the floor, and the turnover once again, I believe, for the Wildcats.
Was that 4 or 5 straight possessions?
I think it's 4 straight possessions. They had the shot on the first possession, got a good play, they ran and got the basket, and since then, 4 consecutive turnovers.
Yep.
So here come the Tigers back to work with that 1-point lead. Brown fires it across to Boyd. Boyd, jumper outside off the back of the iron, retrieved, and the shot put back up, no good from the backside by Lauren Brown. This time Shelby Wood will come out of there with it for White Plains.
Cleburne County and drop back in the 2-3 zone.
And they will come out and play the passing lanes aggressively on the outside out of that zone. Cross-courted over to Barno, bounce it down low for Dothard. Good pass, and misses the shot, gets it back, and that's going to be a travel as she hits the deck.
High shot, she followed her shot. It's come down kind of out of control.
So the Tigers will go back to work. Still only a 1-point game. Just not a lot of scoring. The ball this time a steal by White Plains. Burgess has it. She will lay it up too strong, misses the layup. Fired back ahead, Shelby Wood tips it away, retrieved by Parker. And she walked with the ball, it looked like, but the shot missed. So White Plains will have it coming the other way. Shelby Wood weaving her way down, shot up, won't go, gets the foul, goes to the line to shoot 2.
Parker may have kept that pivot foot on the ground, but missed a point-blank shot. Shelby getting the rebound, taking it down the floor coast to coast, drawing the foul.
You know what they say in that situation? Ball don't lie.
The ball don't lie.
The ball don't lie.
That reminds me, talking to Coach Gable earlier before the game, I said, well, what you think about tonight? He said, man, my team is like Skittles. You never know what color you're going to get. Never know what flavor.
What flavor's coming out the bag. Tied at 18 after Shelby Wood makes the first free throw. One more coming up. And misses that, so the rebound by Parker, and the Tigers have it. Here comes Erica Ware will lay it up off the baseline. No good. Parker with the rebound, puts it up, in, draws the foul.
Parker been the difference maker pretty much for this Cleburne County team with her defense, rebounding. Just a sophomore, good-looking player. We're going to see her for a couple more years.
A.K. Dothard commits the foul. Parker makes the free throw. And now that will extend the lead out to 3 for the Tigers.
Now only one senior on this Tigers team. There's a foul there. Oh, me. Wow. Wow. Now, Grady, that's one I'm not going to agree with there.
I will concur with you on that. Not said in any way, shape, or form, and gets the foul, the third one on Shelby Wood, so that's a big foul.
Well, it's like I was telling you, that the defender doesn't necessarily have to be set, but the offensive player has to have a way to dribble the ball, and right there she wasn't giving her any room. Come over and make contact.
And there's a big 3 by Shantavia Boyd.
Yeah.
And that's the largest lead of the night for either team at 6 points now.
A play like that can be kind of demoralizing to a team, and Coach Watts realizes that and calls a timeout.
3:45 remaining in the third. Tigers by 6 on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Welcome to Calhoun County, Alabama, your natural attraction. We have invigorating outdoor activities, amazing cultural sites, mouth-watering food, and southern hospitality, all wrapped into one amazing vacation destination. Whether you're looking for a relaxing overnight getaway or for a one-of-a-kind escapade, Calhoun County boasts an incredible selection of outdoor recreational opportunities. Calhoun County is the natural attraction, centrally located between Atlanta and Birmingham, with plenty of fun and memories waiting to be made. Come to Calhoun County, Alabama, a natural attraction.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
White Plains out of the timeout, trying to regroup as they find themselves down by 6 now after the three-point play by Parker and then the three-point shot by Boyd. And it is a largest lead of the game now for either team. And right now, all the momentum resides over on the side wearing red and black. And there's an unforced error by the Wildcats as Marno has the pass go between her legs and out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit too tough of a pass for her to handle.
And a timeout now by the Cleburne County Tigers. So back-to-back timeouts on the floor. Tigers still up by 6 on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Every day is a great day to stop in a Samco Express Mart. You'll find plenty of snacks to choose from, and Samco has all your favorite drink brands, all nice and cold. You'll find those last-minute light grocery items you need, and a great variety of grab-and-go brands that's sure to cure any case of the munchies. There's lots of candy, mints, and gum, too. Make sure you fuel up before or after the game. With over 30 locations in the area, there's always one close by. Samco Express Mart.
We're back here at White Plains where the Tigers take a timeout. They'll have possession of the basketball and enjoy that 6-point lead as we have 3:35 remaining here in the third quarter. And the Tigers starting to pull away a little bit here over White Plains, which is a trend we've seen a lot this season from the Wildcat team. And now we have a turnover by Cleburne County. Good defense by MC Young.
That's what we was talking about with that sideline. Using as another defender, stood her ground.
Yeah, she was set.
Yes, she was set, stood her ground, tried to dribble around her, and stepped on the sideline.
Yeah. And all she did was stand there. She didn't move any closer to the sideline, so there was still the alleyway should you choose it, as Shelby Wood puts up the shot with 2 defenders on her, misses it. Rebound pulled down by Jones and the Tigers, and they'll go back to work here.
Shots not falling like they were last night.
Not many open looks. Here's Casey going to move with the ball, drop it off inside for Ware, misses a shot. Dothard will pull down the rebound, and AK will bring it back up the floor for White Plains. Hand it back for Shelby Wood. And the Cats can go back to work. A basket here would really go a long way in sort of easing the momentum away from the Tigers. Inside look, Dothard, offhanded layup, no good, but she is fouled.
Yeah, we need to get Shelby geared up into attack mode. She's picking up her dribble way too far out here, not attacking the basket, and got to get her to do that to close this gap.
First free throw by Dothard's too strong. One more coming up.
Shelby will take a seat, and Chandler will come in.
And the second free throw on the way for AK, and that one's good, rattles it home. The lead is 5 for the Tigers. 2:48 remaining here in the quarter. Now Casey fired ahead, Parker's got it. Bounce pass over to Jones, Burgess knocks it away and will reach up and commit the personal, and Madison Jones to the line to shoot 2.
Tough pass that got through there. Burgess making a foul, her first foul of the game, to keep it from being a easy bucket underneath.
It was not a shooting foul, so Tigers will go back to work. First on Corey Burgess, shot missed. Hannah Barno with the rebound. Shot pass over to Sue Barno. Pass knocked away from her. Has the quick hands of the Tigers. Ware to the other end, misses the layup. Rebounded and blocked down there, but the foul committed. Lauren Brown will go to the line now and shoot a couple for the Cleburne County Tigers.
They running the floor well, got down there and got the miss. Now we got a player that's bleeding there.
AK Dothard commits the personal, and that'll be her third. It's the 5th team foul, and Alex Casey bleeding on the neck there, so they'll have to bring her out of the game. And so now everybody getting situated along the free throw line. I think we're ready for the shot from Lauren Brown. Try to extend the lead to 7 now for Cleburne County. High arcing free throw.
Wow.
Finds the bottom of the net.
Got both of those to drop.
So White Plains trails by the most all night at 7. MC Young does a good job of catching the ball, now throws it away. Stepping on the baseline, up travel on Erica Ware as Harris held her ground. So it'll be the back-to-back turnovers, and White Plains will have the basketball.
Too many turnovers for White Plains. Now attack here, Shelby.
Shelby almost lost the ball, pulls it back outside now. She will find Chandler trying to go to Harris. Harris fighting for the ball. Now it's on the floor. It's tied up. White Plains will keep possession.
I don't know if the game last night zapped a lot of energy out of us, but we're not playing nowhere near what we did last night.
Oh, and in the scheme of things, this one matters a lot more.
It definitely does.
Here's Chandler. Oh, ball kicked by MC Young. Turnover for White Plains.
Threw it right at her ankles there. Hard to, especially a post player, to bend down that low on the move and retrieve that.
Casey will check back in now for the Tigers. And we got the Band-Aid applied to the neck where she was bleeding. Now here's Brown with it in front court. Give it back to Boyd. She will move over to the left side, lob it in over Parker's head, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll go off the hands of MC Young, and it'll be Cleburne County basketball, offensive end of the floor. And it'll be Boyd to inbound. Into Parker. And hand it back to Boyd. Shantavia will fire it outside to Casey. Over to Brown. Shot high arc and shot no good. Rebounded by Shelby Wood. Shelby's going to push it up the floor. And the foul. Reach in this time, I believe, on Brown.
I think that's Brown's third foul. All coming in the second half. It's a 4th team foul for Cleburne County.
White Plains with 5 of them. As we continue to work our way through what has been a very long third quarter. A lot of turnovers, a lot of fouls. Shelby Wood outside with a 3. That's too strong. Harris fights for and gets the rebound. Good job by Jocelyn Harris. Fire it back out for Burgess. Corey will move with it. She will put up the shot off the glass. Won't go. Rebounded underneath by Urban. And Urban throws it away. As Casey not looking for the pass, so it will belong to White Plains.
You said work through the third quarter. I think drudge might be a little bit better term.
You could be right. I would not argue that term. Here's Shelby Wood. Little head fake.
Attacking.
Baseline shot won't go. As Parker held her ground and forced the errant shot. So White Tigers have it now with 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Just ran into a brick wall there.
Yeah. She did indeed, as they get it inside to Parker, kick it back out for Casey, or rather for Brown, and now the arm bar charge against the Tigers.
3 seconds, I think.
Oh, was it 3 seconds?
Yeah, 3 seconds, I believe. I see our old buddy over there by the door over there with that leg brace on.
Coach of the year. Need to get him on at halftime.
Yeah, we tried to. Last time, couldn't ever get him, could we?
Yeah, we're going to.
He took off after the game.
He did, so we'll try to track him down tonight and get Coach Short on with us to talk a little bit about the
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year award, and just a career that he's had there at Cleburne County. A good feed inside from Shelby to MC Young. That'll cut the lead to 5 here at the end of the third quarter. Tigers on top. It's FNN and the Friday Night Network.
Hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
No, I'm fine, thanks.
it's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great. Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Calhoun Insurance in Oxford is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Don Hudson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly supports the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did.
Fourth quarter about set to get underway from here at White Plains High School. Second home game of the week. The second of 3 home games coming up for you from here at White Plains. Road game on Thursday night at Pleasant Valley, and then back home Friday night, another big area matchup as the Sacs Wildcats come to town, and that ought to be quite a matchup, certainly on the boys' side of things.
Definitely. Both games for these girls, at least Pleasant Valley girls are playing awful well this year, and then Sacs are rolling number 2 seed in the county. The girls going to have their hands full the rest of the week.
Tigers start the fourth quarter with the ball, get it into Parker. Shot is blocked, and that's Madison Jones who saves it, gets on the floor, and it'll be tied up, and that will belong to the White Plains Wildcats. So good start defensively for the Cats here in the fourth quarter.
Good job by Jocelyn Harris. She's got to have some help there. Block shot. They still were able to keep the ball. Somebody else has got to come over and help her. But we're able to get the jump ball and tie it up.
Now White Plains beats the pressure this time. Shelby Wood. Hand it back to Corey Burgess and give it right back to Shelby Wood and let her create here. Barno alone in the corner. Here's a 3. No, just not falling tonight for Hannah Barno. Had a good open look that time. Got the shot they wanted, Jason.
Hit 3 threes last night. Just can't get one to fall. And now will pick up the foul.
Looked like a travel before the foul, though they didn't get that called.
I think that's going to be 3 on Hannah.
Showing 2 on the board. They haven't changed it as of yet. 16 foul
Maybe
on White
2.
Plains. And the first free throw no good from Erica Ware. One more coming up. White Plains down by 5, still very much in this one, Jason. An opportunity here.
Yeah.
Need to find a way to come back and get it done here at home tonight. Second free throw is good.
Well, like we always say, in the fourth quarter, free throws are going to count.
Burgess goes around the defense to MC Young outside to Barno. This time not even looking to shoot. And she got to keep taking that shot.
Yeah.
If she's open, try it.
16 fouls on the Lady Wildcats. The next one, Cleburne County, will be in the 1-and-1. Only 4 on Cleburne County. And there's a unforced turnover in the fourth quarter you can't have. Top of the key. Got to handle the ball.
Travel is the call. MC Young will check out. Carly Wood back in with those 3 personal fouls.
And a bruised eye/cheek.
And Jocelyn Harris with the steal. Hand it back to Shelby Wood. Here come the Cats. Over to Carly Wood just in the game. Pump fake. Draws a foul. Boyd will commit it. Carly Wood immediately to the free throw line.
Good. Need that out of Carly. Need her to hit these free throws here. Close the gap to 5 once again.
Fourth quarter coverage of Wildcat basketball presented by Tom and Krista Young, proud supporters of White Plains basketball. Carly Wood knocks the first free throw down. And that'll cut the lead back to 5 now for Cleburne County. And again, another nice night for Jocelyn Harris. We talk about her a lot, but she brings a lot to the table when she's in there.
She's played a lot of minutes tonight, and rightfully so.
And Cleburne County going to send in Lauren Brown. Madison Jones will check back out as she continues to have limited minutes for the Tigers. Now full court pressure applied by White Plains. Shelby Wood, or rather make that Corey Burgess knocking it away. Bounce it ahead to Shelby Wood. Around Boyd, lays it up, misses the layup, and Boyd will get the rebound. Fired back ahead for Ware. Burgess back, can't stop it though. Parker with a nice shot, misses it. Out of bounds, it'll stay Cleburne County basketball.
Layups missed on both ends of the floor. Watch, puts hands on her knees on one end, and Gable on this. Coaches just can't believe it.
Here's Boyd, quick runner out of the lane, short, rebounded underneath. Parker loses the ball on the way up, but it'll stay Cleburne County basketball.
Definitely not a shooting clinic going on here tonight at Richard Madden.
No. Here's Lauren Brown. Good defense by Burgess. Gets rid of it. Now fires it over. Casey will have it. Give it back to Boyd. Back to Ware. Cross courts it to Casey. Moves with the ball. Nice look off the baseline. Wild shot. Parker with a putback. It's good.
She took her time that time and laid it up and in. 6-point lead now.
Here's Burgess working it over to Barno. Almost stolen now. One defender short. Get it down to Harris. Knocked out of bounds by Casey. So it'll be White Plains basketball, but find themselves on the short end of that 6-point game right now. Casey out, Irvin back in now for Cleburne County.
Different look here on the inbounds.
Long inbounds pass to Burgess. Give it right back to Shelby Wood. Moves with the basketball in the lane. Hand it off and travels. No, we get a foul. That's going to be on Parker.
It'll be the 6 on Cleburne County, so the next foul on either team will result in a bonus.
Here's Barno open for 2. In there. Hannah knocks down the bucket. And we have a 4-point game once again. Here's the pressure. Barno tips it out of bounds, but it'll stay Cleburne County. But good defense by Hannah Barno after the made shot.
Use those long arms to extend out, knock it out of bounds.
And here's Ware. Looking for the trap. And that's a charge taken by Carly Wood.
Carly got position there. And Ware wasn't going to slow down. She's coming full speed.
And
I got the eye there, didn't I?
You did. You got the eye. And here's the outside shot. Barno, it's short. Carly Wood has it underneath. defense all over her, and
3 seconds.
3-second violation. So needed a timeout there.
Yeah, either that or get rid of it and get out of the lane. If you're making an attempt to get out of the lane after you've had the ball there, after you pass it off, they're not going to call 3 seconds, but you've got to do something with it. You've got to get rid of it. And she had her dribble there. Use it, you put the ball on the floor, get out of the lane.
Boyd will clear it across midcourt, and the Tigers can go back to work offensively, leading by 4. That was a big opportunity missed there by the Wildcats to cut into that lead. Ware outside for Brown. Baseline cut off by Wood. Drop it over to Parker. Help from Carly. Swing it back out to Brown. Good defense on the inside. Harris helping out. Here's Ware, blocked and a foul.
Lee Burgess will get her on the arm.
That'll be her second, I believe, and that will be team foul number 7. So I think this will be a 2-shot opportunity, though, because it was on the shot. And Ware makes the first. One more coming up for Erica Ware. Easy E, is that what you tell me?
Easy E.
Second free throw is good as well. Make it a 6-point lead another time for the Tigers as we are under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Up court pass to Carly Wood. Going to move with the ball. Short with that layup. Rushed that shot. Rebounded by Brown. And here come the Tigers back the other way. Ware picks it up. Cross courts it over to Boyd. And she's just going to hold it outside and reset that offense for the Tigers. And we get a 3-second call. And a timeout here on the floor by, was it Cleburne County with the timeout? So Tigers with the timeout here on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Anniston Storage is one of the area's finest household and commercial storage facilities. Fenced, well lit with security cameras, this multi-unit facility can meet all of your short or long-term storage needs. Anniston Storage is safely accessible 24 hours with an electric gate and keypad entry, each unit securely locked to protect your valuables. Sizes available are 10 by 10 up to 10 by 40 feet. We also offer outside storage for boats, campers, trailers, or motorhomes. Find everything you need at our website, AnnistonStorage.com. You can even reserve your unit and pay your bill. Anniston Storage, 3100 Red Morris Parkway in Anniston. Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
We're back here at White Plains High School. Grady Sapp and Jason Podman with you. 4:29 to go. Cleburne County on top by 6 after the timeout. Tigers will have the basketball. Lobbing it in for Parker. Wide open, lays it in.
Parker's had a good night. She's got 10 for Cleburne County.
Shelby Wood in trouble. Trapped and a timeout taken by Coach Watts and the Wildcats, as they will have to do that to avoid the turnover here on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Hey guys, welcome to Top of the River. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We're where families come for fresh seafood, delicious steaks, and farm-raised catfish. There's great appetizers, our famous greens, cornbread, slaw, onions, and everybody loves our fried dill pickles. We also have private rooms, reservation seating, and handle large parties. And we now offer on-site catering.
Thank you for coming to Top of the River.
Open 7 days a week. Best catfish in the world.
Out of the timeout from White Plains, avoid the turnover with that timeout call, and they'll go back to work now. By the way, update from down on the Plains. Auburn taking on undefeated South Carolina, and the Gamecocks had a 13-point lead. It's down to 8. 59-51 now over the Tigers. Here is Carly Wood with the ball. Shot up, won't go. Tipped, back to Wood. Goes back up, off the rim, won't go. Rebounded underneath by Boyd, loses the ball. And Carly Wood knocks it away. Boyd gets it back, and somehow the Tigers will maintain possession after all of that.
Yeah, Carly done the right thing. Got it in the paint, went up with it twice, but just couldn't get to fall down. Not falling like they did last night.
Now here's Lauren Brown. Gets in the lane, free throw line, picks up the ball.
Travel.
And there's a travel as picked up that dribble and got in a little trouble. Couldn't get rid of it. We've got our under 4 timeout, media timeout. Tigers lead it here over the Cats by 8 on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Welcome to Calhoun County, Alabama, your natural attraction. We have invigorating outdoor activities, amazing cultural sites, mouth-watering food, and southern hospitality, all wrapped into one amazing vacation destination. Whether you're looking for a relaxing overnight getaway or for a one-of-a-kind escapade, Calhoun County boasts an incredible selection of outdoor recreational opportunities. Calhoun County is the natural attraction, centrally located between Atlanta and Birmingham, with plenty of fun and memories waiting to be made. Come to Calhoun County, Alabama, a natural attraction.
Serving Calhoun County for over 30 years, Crawford Office Supply offers selection, convenience, and low prices. Choose from a wide variety of office furnishings featured in their huge showroom. With savings of 50 to 70% off scratch and dent items. You'll find it all from pens and paper to janitorial supplies at Crawford Office Supply, including on-site printing, all backed up by unmatched personal service and free delivery to local business. Crawford Office Supply, 301 South Layton Avenue in Anniston. Remember, buy local, it matters.
All right, welcome back here to White Plains, where the Wildcats trail the Cleburne County Tigers by 8 here after that under 4 timeout. And there's a turnover. Parker with the interception. And now a turnover right back by Cleburne County off the hands of Shantavia Boyd. So the Wildcats will have it, but they've got to start making some hay and doing so quickly here.
Yeah, I'm taking Barno out now on the offensive end and need her shooting. We need her in the game shooting the ball.
Shelby Wood gets it. She's fouled. That's going to be on Lauren Brown, and that's going to send Shelby to the line to shoot 1-1 for White Plains.
I've got her with 4.
They marked 3 up on the board.
3, okay.
First one is up and good by Shelby Wood.
Only 2 points in the second half for Shelby. You know, we've only got 3 field goals in the whole second half.
Yeah, it has not been pretty. Makes the second as well, so a couple of big free throws there for Shelby. And get the lead back down to 6 for White Plains. Need some stops and need some good offensive possessions. Brown working the ball over Shelby, fires it down low for Parker. She'll be triple team, kick it back out to Boyd, now over to Ware. And Cleburne County will continue to work the offense. Brown on the right wing with it, back to Boyd. Moves with it, kick it off down low. Good looking shot by Ware is going to be no good. And that'll be A.K. Dothard coming out of there with a loose ball. A.K. down the floor and loses the ball after contact with Lauren Brown.
Yep. A little bit out of control, got a little bit of contact there.
Yeah. So now back on defense for White Plains. Had an opportunity there, couldn't capitalize. And running the pressure. Now Cleburne County will get that into front court, and the Tigers will go back to work.
They're going to try to run as much clock as they can.
Oh, yeah, your clock is your friend right now if you're Cleburne County. You don't have to rush shots. Ware bounces it back out to Boyd. Open look, too strong, and the rebound pulled down once again by A.K. Dothard. This time hands it back for Shelby Wood. Shelby will bring it back up the floor, weaves in between defenders, takes it in the lane. Back out to Corey Burgess in the corner. Gray Young's shot is going to be short, out of bounds off of Cleburne County. It'll stay White Plains basketball. And then quickly back into the game is Hannah Barno. Gray Young will check out. And now officials ready to put it back in play. Get it in for Carly Wood. Back up to Burgess. Give it back over to Shelby on the left wing.
Still very much in this game, Grady. Need a bucket here.
Yeah, just down by 6. That's the 2-possession game right now for White Plains. Here is Shelby Wood. Little head fake going baseline, cut off by Boyd. Good defense. Back over to Barno. Here's the shot. Good. Hannah Barno cuts the lead in half.
That's the one we've been looking for. Been a little bit short on that 3-point. That time got the extra second she needed to get set. Nailed it.
And now get it in for Parker on the other end. Block. Great defense. Carly Wood and Corey Burgess. And there's going to be the foul whistled on the Tigers.
I think they just called it out of bounds there. Just pointed out of bounds. But good defense there underneath by Shelby. Cleburne County going to press. Still in that 2-2-1. Now they're going to try to trap Shelby. Dribbles around it.
And now here is handing it off to Carly. Thought about that three from outside. Don't need to take that shot. Still a minute 23 to go in the ball game. Plenty of time here for White Plains, down by 3. Burgess bounces it down to Carly Wood. Wide open, lays it in. It's a 1-point game.
Beautiful look there for Corey Burgess. Carly all alone inside the paint.
Pass down, tipped away, and it stays Cleburne County basketball.
Good job knocking it out of bounds. If she didn't knock it out of bounds, that pass was going to be completed, and I believe that was Parker wide open underneath.
Here is Ware working with the ball, handed back outside now for Brown. Back up to Ware as we work our way under a minute to go. Brown and Cleburne County going to force White Plains to foul, it looks like. Ware carries the ball. Carries the ball. That is a turnover. White Plains will have a chance to go back in the lead late in this one. How
Big
about that?
Turnover, yes. This game was a close game back in December between these two. Now, Coach Gable calling off the press. And Coach Watt's going to take a timeout, set up the offense.
So with 51.2 to go, White Plains down by a point. It's FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Don Hudson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly supports the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did.
Final 51.2 seconds coming up. White Plains down by a point, but they will have the basketball here and a chance to reclaim the lead. And let's talk a little strategy here, Jason. How quickly do you want the shot? Are you going to try to get a 2-for-1 possession here in case you miss?
Well, a couple different things. You know, Barno just hit her three-pointer. If she's open, she's got the green light to go ahead and take it. Try to work it inside, though. Try to get the foul. There's open three.
And Carly Wood with a big rebound.
Take it up.
Take it up. Nope, gets it back out. Timeout by Coach Watts and the Wildcats. Still 39.6 to go. Still down by a point. It's FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Listen carefully. If your student loan debt is overwhelming you and things seem hopeless, we've got great news.
If you're still struggling with your student loan debt, there are government programs available that may actually lower your payments by consolidating your federal student loans. Just call us. We'll review your situation and work with you to consolidate your debt. In many cases, depending on your situation, we can lower your monthly payments in half or more. It doesn't matter how much you owe or how far behind you are. Even if you're in default, call us right now to find out how we can lower your payment in half immediately. You can stop the harassing phone calls and the wage garnishments. All you need to do is pick up the phone and call us right now. We can remove your
We welcome you back. 39.6 seconds remaining in the ball game. White Plains. Big rebound on the missed three by Hannah Barno by Carly Wood, so the Wildcats still in it. Here's Carly Wood in the lane, taken away. But Brown loses it. Back to White Plains. Here come the Wildcats. Shelby Wood with it. 26 seconds to go. Cats with the basketball. Chance to win this thing outright down here. It looks like they're going to hold for the final shot. Over to Shelby Wood. Shelby looking to penetrate. Goes baseline. Won't go. Carly put back. No. Foul and a jump ball. It'll belong to Cleburne County. They will have it with 11 seconds to go. So White Plains is going to have to commit the foul and do so quickly. And timeout now taken by the Tigers. And great looks for White Plains both times down. They couldn't get them to fall, as we'll keep it here, Jason. Well, actually, it's a full timeout. We'll grab a timeout. It's FNN, the Friday Night Network.
When you wait forever for the cable guy, you get bored. When you get bored, you start staring out windows. When you start staring out windows, you see things you shouldn't see. When you see things you shouldn't see, you need to vanish. When you need to vanish, you fake your own death. When you fake your own death, you dye your eyebrows. And when you dye your eyebrows, you attend your own funeral as a guy named Phil Shifley. Don't attend your own funeral as a guy named Phil Shifley. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV.
Call Customer First Satellite in Oxford.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over. And cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep.
Back here at White Plains, 11 seconds to go. Cleburne County to inbound the ball. White Plains has to foul and foul quickly. They get it into Casey, fired ahead to Ware, running time off the clock. And there's the foul finally, but 7.2 seconds remaining. And Erica Ware will go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1 for Cleburne County.
It's a 1-and-1. She can make them both and still have a chance. Ware hit 4 free throws in the second half against White Plains the last game. Led them with 14 points.
Short. Rebounded by White Plains. Shelby Wood. Timeout taken by Coach Watts. 5.7 seconds to go. 1-point game. So White Plains will have a chance to win it when we come back on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Every day is a great day to stop in a Samco Express Mart. You'll find plenty of snacks to choose from, and Samco has all your favorite drink brands, all nice and cold. You'll find those last-minute light grocery items you need, and a great variety of grab-and-go brands that's sure to cure any case of the munchies. There's lots of candy, mints, and gum, too. Make sure you fuel up before or after the game. With over 30 locations in the area, there's always one close by. Samco Express Mart.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
5.7 seconds left. Cleburne County is going to pressure the ball in the backcourt. White Plains doesn't have a lot of time to get the shot off. Here comes Shelby Wood with the basketball. Shelby going to penetrate. Shackled on the baseline. Turns it over at the end of the game, and that's it. Cleburne County will win it 33-32 on the turnover at the buzzer as a contact goes down along the baseline, and White Plains loses a heartbreaker here tonight to the Cleburne County Tigers 33-32. So the team split the season series. Coming up next, we'll rejoin you for boys action from here at Coach Richard Madden Basketball Court on FNN, the Friday Night Network.